They called him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives.
All right, we're on Joshua chapter 4. And it came to pass when all the people were clean, passed over Jordan, that the Lord spoke unto Joshua, saying, Take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe a man, and command ye them, saying, Take you hence out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones. And ye shall carry them over with you, to leave them in the lodging place where ye shall lodge this night. When Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel, out of every tribe a man, and Joshua said unto them, Pass over before the ark of the Lord your God into the midst of Jordan, and take ye up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according to unto the members of the tribe of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. Then it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. What if them stones are still there? And the children of Israel did so as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones out of the midst of Jordan, as the Lord spoke unto Joshua, according to the number of the tribe of the children of Israel, and carried them over unto the place where they lodged, and laid them down there. And Joshua set up 12 stones in the midst of Jordan, in the place where the feet of the priest which bore the ark of the covenant stood, and they are there unto this day. Wow. For the priest which bore the ark stood in the midst of Jordan, until everything was finished that the Lord commanded Joshua to speak it to the people, according to all that Moses commanded Joshua and the people, and passed over. And it came to pass, when all the people were clean, passed over, that the ark of the Lord passed over, and the priest in the presence of the people. And the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh passed over, armed before the children of Israel, as Moses spake unto them. About 40,000 prepared for war passed over before the Lord unto battle, to the plains of Jericho. And on that day the Lord magnified Joshua in the sight of all of Israel, and they feared him as they feared Moses all the days of his life. And the Lord spoke unto Joshua, saying, Command the priests that they bear the ark of the testimony, and they come up out of Jordan. Joshua therefore commanded the priests, saying, Come ye up out of Jordan. And it came to pass, when the priests that bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord were come up out of the midst of Jordan, and the soles of the priests' feet were lifted up into the dry land, that the waters of Jordan returned unto their place, and flour flowed okay, over all its banks as I did before. Okay, I think I need to go back and learn how to read. And the Lord came up out of Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and encamped in Gilgal, in the east border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgal. And he spoke unto the children of Israel, saying, When your children shall ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What meaneth those stones? Then ye shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land. For the Lord your God dried up the waters of Jordan from before you, until ye were passed over, as the Lord your God did in the Red Sea, which he dried up from before us, until we were gone over, that all the people of the earth might know the hand of the Lord, that it is mighty, that ye might fear the Lord your God forever. So think about this. When they came out of Egypt, they walked on dry land in the Red Sea. Then when God had a place prepared for them, he did it again. Okay? But it wasn't the Red Sea. So, it's like, wow. History repeating itself. Okay? All right, we're on chapter 5. And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the Red Sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was their spirit in them any more, because of the children of Israel. At that time the Lord said unto Joshua, Make these sharp knives, and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made him a sharp knife, and circumcised the children of Israel at the heel of the foreskin. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt, that were male, even all the men of war, died in the wilderness by the way, after they came out of Egypt. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness by the way, as they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war which came out of Egypt was consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, in whom the Lord swore that he would not show them the land which the Lord swore unto their fathers, that he would give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. And their children, whom he raised up in the stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when they had done circumcise all the people, that they abode in their places in the camp till they were whole. In other words, until they were healed up, they stayed right in their camp, which I can't blame them. All right. And the Lord said unto Joshua, This day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgad until this day. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgad, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at evening in the plain of Jericho. And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow after the Passover, unleavened cakes, and poached corn in the selfsame day. And the manna ceased on the morrow after they had eaten of the whole corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat of the fruit of the land of the Canaanite of Canaan that year. So all this time, for 40 years, these people was able to eat manna. I wonder what manna actually looks like. All right, we're on 13. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him, with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him, and said unto him, Art thou for us, or for our adversaries? And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face on the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captains of the Lord host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoes from off thy foot, for the place wherein thou sittest is holy. And Joshua did so. All right, now we are on chapter 6. So, all right, we're going to read chapter 6. And now Jericho was straitly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go around about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days. So in other words, march around the city 6 days. And on, the 7th priest shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of a ram's horn. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with the trumpet. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the walls of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priest, and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of the ram's horn before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, Pass on, and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram horn passed on before the Lord. And they blew with the trumpet, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priest that blew with the trumpet, and the reward came after the ark, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpet. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise in your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day that I bid you shout. Then ye shall shout. then shall ye shout. Okay. So the ark of the Lord compassed the city, going about it once. And they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. And the 7 priests, bearing 7 trumpets of ram horns before the ark of the Lord, went on continually and blew with the trumpet. And the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And the second day they compassed the city once, and returned unto the camp. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they arose early about the drawing of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priest blew the trumpet, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city, and the city shall be accused, even it and all therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are in with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourself from accused thing, lest ye make yourself accused, when ye take of the accused things, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are considered unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew the trumpet. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouting with great shouts, that the walls fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and took the city. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, and ox and sheep, asses with the edge of the sword. And Joseph had said unto the 2 men that had spied out the country, Go into the harlot's house, and bring out thence the woman, and all that she hath, as ye swore unto her. And the young men that were spies went in, and brought out Rahab, and her father, and her mother, and her brethren, and all that she had. And they brought out all her kindred, and left them without the camp of Israel. Oh, so okay, you're still alive, but you don't have a home no more. You got to go somewhere else. And they burnt the city with fire, and all that was therein. Oh, well, that's good. They burnt everything. That was okay. Only the silver and the gold, and the vessels of brass and of iron, they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. And Joshua saved Rahab, the harlot, alive, and her father's household, and all that she had. And she dwelt in Israel even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. And Joshua adjured them at the time, saying, Cursed be the man before the Lord that rises up and buildeth the city Jericho. He will lay the foundations thereof in his firstborn, and in his youngest son shall he set up the gates of it. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame was noticed throughout all the country. All right, now we're on down to chapter 7, and we will do it tomorrow. Oh, I got a splinter in my finger.